If you take this idea of being vulnerable, vulnerability, what label gets associated to that in your mind? Be vulnerable. Weak. What else? Good. Weak. What else? Soft. Naive. Good one. What else? Vulnerability, everyone. Be vulnerable. Pathetic. Stupid.
Open to danger.
Open to danger. Feminine. Yeah. Authentic. Yeah. Flexibility. Too trusting. Okay, interesting. So notice how there's a lot of core beliefs around this. We hear advice, be vulnerable, and it's actually the best advice, yet we have tons of bad thoughts and labels associated to this. If you think of authenticity, if you think of confidence, what does it really boil down to? Being vulnerable. The more vulnerable you are, the more confident you are. Why? Because there is nothing to hide. And if there's nothing to hide, you're chill. It's easy. If there is something to hide, anxiety's going to shoot up through the roof. And that's what happens. If you're talking to someone and you start feeling anxious, ask yourself, wait a minute. Number one, what am I hiding from this person? And what am I hoping this person, what am I hoping I will get from this person? Those are the two reasons. If there's nothing to get from that person and you're not hiding anything, there's no anxiety. There's only anxiety when there's that outcome. Are they going to see past the front? I want them to think this of me. I need the approval. I need this. And if I don't get it, oh no. So vulnerability, being authentic, is a true sign of confidence. Now, it does not mean being gullible, right? Someone said lack of safety, but it is interesting how we think being vulnerable equals not being safe. Trace that back in your childhood. Where did that come from? But beyond that, it doesn't mean okay, I'm going to be vulnerable. If someone's out to get you, I'm just going to be blind to it and whatnot. No. But it means owning you and just dropping the front. Now, when you're being vulnerable, what's going to happen? When you're being authentic, what's going to happen? The plus side is that you will become very magnetic. Being vulnerable equals being magnetic, and it shows massive self-confidence because it communicates that you have no shame around who you are. There's no fear, no anxiety, and no shame, which allows you to be vulnerable. If you feel ashamed of who you are, what you did, what you didn't do, what you should have done, what you said, what you didn't say, what you should have said, if there are things that you are hiding, well then, hey, good luck being vulnerable. Very difficult. And you cannot fake it. People sense it. But if there's nothing to hide, no shame, hey, this is me, what's up? It actually communicates a lot of value and a lot of confidence for that very reason. The harder it is for you to be vulnerable and authentic, the more shame there is within. This is also why, and it's amplified, by the way, in the mainstream, but it's also why I personally am trying to change the narrative around that when it comes to what we're dealing with inside. Meaning a lot of the shame we feel, every single one of us, similar people, feel the exact same thing. There might be shame around, I don't feel good enough. Other people feel the same. The things we feel the most shame of are usually the most universal things. So with a lot of my teachings, especially the breakdowns, showing examples is ultimately trying to show you, look, it's not just you. You are not alone. And just that can help remove a lot of the feeling of shame around you. You're like, wait, it's not just me, other people too? I thought I was just this defect of a person. They have the same concern, fear, issue as me? What? And it actually gives you permission to be a bit more of you, to be more vulnerable even with yourself. Now, what I also would say is, look, at this point in time, right now, if we freeze frame this moment, there's nothing you can do or say that will change you right now, sitting here. If we freeze frame time, in this moment, nothing will change you. Sure, in the future, there might be some action, things you could do, but in this moment, this is you. If you don't like how you look, Nothing you can do about it. It's you in this moment. Hey, if you don't like your life, nothing you can do about it. It's you in this moment. So you can choose to hide that and self-attack and be like, why? Hey, it's you right now. Or you can choose to embrace it and own it. Doesn't mean don't change it. But hey, if this is me right now, I have two options, resist or embrace. What leads to a more pleasant experience being alive? Embracing. So even if there's things you're working on, embrace it. Own it. It's okay. And the more you realize everyone has things they're working on, it's all good. There's only things that are wrong with me. Everyone else has it so perfect. They have their life together. No, they don't. And you'll realize this in different stages. The same with business, by the way. You look at big businesses, you're like, they have it all together. No, it's a mess. Every business, the back end's a mess. Every person's life, the back end is a mess. Every Instagram post you see, the back end is a mess. We are messy. We are chaotic. This whole ideal is BS.
Why is it that people feel they're the only ones who have it the worst?
Because we hide it, because we feel ashamed of it. Guess what? Even with my mission, what I'm trying to do here, there are a lot of people who are on board with this, but there are those who are still a little scared. Like say I were to say, hey, do you want to come up front, talk about what's going on with you and your deepest issues in front of everyone and put it on YouTube? So you're propelling the shame. That same reason where you're like, not really? Yeah. That same reason, not really, is why everyone hides it. Now again, I gave you an extreme example, but that feeling that you felt is the feeling everyone feels. We're like, no, I don't want anyone to know. So you don't let your family know, you don't let close friends know, you don't let strangers know, and they feel the same, and we're all ultimately hiding, saying, I'm okay, look, everything's so great, and our fronts compete. But with what I do, and this is what I'm trying to normalize more, is look, drop the fronts. Let's remove this shame label around things, like around having issues, around having things we're working on. Why is it such a shame label? Even people are like, oh, well, some of the things, they should keep it private. But that's propelling the shame label. Screw that. Put it out there. And if more people were honest and just owned that, and we saw it, the world would be better. And you'd actually feel a larger sense of unity. It's funny enough, in our issues, that we are the most connected. Not in the fronts, not on the surface. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fear, though? With the gentleman that just asked the question, if you don't want to present his story in front of everyone,
Yeah.
shame and fear go hand in hand?
So good question. Shame, what I tell my clients, can put you in different levels. So someone could experience shame around something, even around who you are, around parts of who you are, and it puts you in a state of apathy. What's the point? And you just give up. Shame could also put you in victimhood, and you develop a whole victim identity around it. It can also put you in fear. It can also put you in anger and runs you. A lot of hustlers, so on and so forth, go, go, go. It's all in a reaction to shame. So it depends on the person and the situation, but in this case, yes, it would be fear. Yeah, it was like, if people saw, the question that I ask is an amplified version of, can you let people see the real you? And everyone's like, on paper, yeah, but no. It's like, prove it. No. Like with social media, how often do you crop a photo that makes you look a little better? How often do you add a filter? Right? Do you post bits of every part of your life or only the highlight reel, only the best stuff? So we all do it, and then we all fall for the fronts. And then you compare, for example, a post you see, which is just a part of a person's life, might not even be real, and then you compare it to everything that you know. Funny enough, same thing happens here, right? Like you see me, but technically, what do you really know about me? Not much. Maybe you know me from YouTube, you know my content, but do you know what I do 24/7 on a day-to-day basis? No. So even if right now you are comparing everything that you know about you to me, that's an unfair comparison. Because what you see, me, is not really me. You're seeing one aspect of who I am. And then chances are you're probably filling in the blanks and projecting onto the rest. But no. Like I said before, I'm not perfect. I still get triggered. I still get angry. I still get stressed. I still sometimes shut down, get nervous. That still happens. Now, way less than before. It's the exception, not the default, but it still happens. I'm also on my own journey. I don't know everything. There's still times in my life where I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going, where I have nothing figured out. Because we're all human. Now, what if everyone started just saying that and pumping that message out there? You'd feel more okay being you. So that's the whole thing. It's, hey, let's make it more, let's overpower the fronts with authenticity. That's what I try to do with this work, with this message, with the examples. Let's look at all these examples of people being real, and eventually it'll hopefully tip the balance for some people. And it's already tipping it for some. I get comments every day on my social media, YouTube especially, saying, wow, I did not know this. Because where else do you see such raw authenticity? You don't. Even within your family. Most families, again, they still put on family fronts. Same with friends. Same with relationships. Work for sure. Strangers for sure. Out in the world for sure. Where do you see it? You don't. It's so rare. And funny enough, it's when you do see it, it's like this breath of fresh air. You're like, wow, that's what I was after this entire time. How did all of us, as humans, as a society, just get so stuck up and snobby? And then we shame others too, because again, the whole shame label is also amplified. Like, we do it, like someone's like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, there's shame around it too, yet the people shaming have the exact same issue they're shaming that person for. Just notice, even in terms of personal development, you're into it, you're here. Maybe you've shared it to some friends or family members, and maybe some were into it, but were all of them into it? No. Some were like, wait, what? You like that stuff? You're working on yourself? What? That's for losers. Yet it's those people who, more often than not, need the work the most. So that's the world we live in. Now, on your end, it's also a choice, where it's like, look, you're going to get approved of and disapproved of regardless, by the way. Even if you put on a front and hide it, you will never escape disapproval, ever. So if you know you're going to be disapproved of anyway, you can't win that game, might as well be you. That's how I view it. Might as well be you. And in the end, it really doesn't matter what other people think of you, even if they do laugh or, oh, what is that? You're into that? Because in the end, it's you and your life. They're not living it. Why would you hide or compromise your life to please them when they're not living it? Why would you poison your life for that? And linking to what I said before, chasing out there never fulfills you within. It doesn't matter how much approval you get. Funny enough, the more approval you get, if you take that strategy, the worse you'll feel within. That's what I experienced. I chased approval like crazy. That was my false god. And despite the self-sabotage, I got it. Guess what? From 2010 to 2014, that's 4 years of my career, I was touring the world, giving speeches. I felt insecure inside, but I would give speeches, give some good advice, and I was still chasing approval. And I got approval from big crowds. I got approval from relationships. I chased success. I chased money. I had more money than I could spend, especially traveling. You just have a suitcase. I had great friends. I had great connections. I've traveled the world. Every year I'd do a world tour, so 4 world tours. And how did I feel inside? Worse than before. Why? Because if you're unhappy and you don't have the things that'll make you feel happy, you can find comfort in that. Oh, I'm not happy because I don't have the money. I'm not happy because I don't have the approval. But say you get that and you're still unhappy. Then it freaks you out. You're like, wait a minute. Yeah, now you have no reason to justify. You're like, I have everything I thought would make me happy and I'm not. What's wrong with me? Blah, and you freak out. So again, this is also part of that process of disillusionment. It's also why I say become disillusioned with that chasing in the external. The road to enlightenment is paved with disillusionment. What are you hoping will save you? Where are you trying to find this safety? Key questions. At a more general level, I call these the 3 false gods. In the spiritual world, it's like the 3 needs. One is the need for approval, right? The false god of approval. A lot of people try to seek salvation in that. The more approval I get, the god of approval. Like me, like me, like me. And it could be getting a lot of people to like you, if enough people love me, maybe I'll finally be able to love myself. Or getting one person to really like you. Obsess over me, obsess, more love. Do I love myself now? And we chase that. So that's one false god. The other one is the false god of control. I need to control things to go my way. I need to control myself. If I control the outcomes, if I control life, if I control how people react to me, control, then I'll create a safe environment where I can just be. So you seek your safety in that, your salvation. You think it'll save you. And the third is the false god of safety and security. If I just gather enough resources, money, create a safe space, guards, fences, I will be okay. Those are the main three ways. Most people will mainly be around approval, control. You could argue all of them linked to safety, security. But ultimately, how are you trying to seek that out there? And with all of those, the rule of thumb is flip it around. Whatever you're seeking out there, you actually need it in here. If you want validation, that's what you crave. I just want people to approve of me. What you're secretly craving is your approval of yourself. But you just think that, hey, if enough people do it, I'll be able to do it to me. It means it's okay for me to love me. If thousands of people love me, maybe it'll counter that voice that says I'm unlovable, and I can finally give that to me. The same with control. If you think of control, by the way, it also links to lack of trust. I don't trust that life is on my side. I don't trust that people are on my side. So I need to control things to go my way. Internally, it's I don't trust myself. So I need to control myself. Linking it to also hustle, work ethic, self-discipline. Those are mechanisms of control, controlling yourself. And it's quite baffling that we all praise this. You need to discipline yourself and develop work ethic to have your own best interests at heart. It's insane. Wait a minute, right? Like say over here, there is water and bountiful food, like a little oasis. And over there, there's a pit of fire, okay? And I'm in the middle. Why is it, like, would you find it insane where I could either walk there and relax and lie on the grass and the rainbows, or I could walk right into the fire? No, it's perfect. It's like everything you want, everything you don't want. Would it be weird if I'm like, okay, everyone, I'm really struggling to go in this direction. I need to discipline myself. Do you have any work ethic tips and tricks to get me to go there? You'd be like, wait a minute. Why don't you go there by default? Right? The same with you and your dreams. I have goals, but I need to make myself work on them. What are you actually disciplining? You're disciplining a part of you that's pulling you there. And that's usually out of your awareness. There's a riff, a tug of war between your conscious and your subconscious. I want success, consciously. Subconsciously, you suck, you deserve pain. And then we try to discipline, coping, controlling it. When you actually let go of that energy pulling you this direction, you don't need work ethic or discipline. You're naturally pulled towards success. It's why I say instead of work ethic, cultivate a work magnet. You're just pulled towards it. And the same with safety and security. What you're trying to create out here, you're craving it within, to feel safe and secure, to feel like it's okay to be you, to have this sense of belonging within, like, I can just be. But once more, we delegate it to the external. And it also goes against nature, delegating it to the external. Is everyone going to approve of you? No. Are you going to control everything? No. You're going against the flow of life, the flow of change, the flow of impermanence. Same with safety and security. Life isn't safe. You're never going to be safe and secure. You're also never going to survive. No matter how hard you try, you're all going to die. None of us win. None of us survive. We all die. So someone's like, oh my God. So again, we all want this within. So flip the question around. Do you approve of yourself? How approving are you of you? How trusting are you of you? How safe do you feel like it's okay to be me? And then let go and realize that, again, once more, nothing out there will get to this. It won't. Your ego will tell you just a little bit more and just keep it always out of reach. But it will never, ever work. It'll just force you to keep chasing it. And if you get it, you'll keep doubling down on more. But not just that, it'll be amplified with the fear of loss. That's how it works. And the more disillusioned you can become with this strategy, the closer you are to the goal. The more you realize that chasing out here does not work, you can just drop and give up on that strategy and actually get to work within. So look in your past, because you have enough experience so far. How often did you seek approval where you thought it would complete you, you got it, and it didn't work? How often did you seek control? You controlled everything and then it just fell apart. People live their lives this way. It's like trying to build a sand castle and the water comes in. Build it, comes in. Get all my ducks in a row. Never going to happen, ever. The sooner you accept you'll never have all your ducks in a row, the sooner you can live. And the same with safety and security. Even if you create the perfect safe space, you're going to fear things disrupting it. The way to truly feel safe is, look, bring it, world. I'm safe within. I got me within. Doesn't matter what happens out here. I'm okay in here. And then you're invincible. That's the foundation.